Well, hello, brave hearts. Hello, beautiful, sensitive people who have decided to hang out at this channel. It's been a rough week for me and for you, but it's been a rough week here at the Oracle of Whimsy. You see, this is an entertainment channel, and so my job is to entertain you and to help you feel better. Otherwise, why would you come here? If I couldn't make you feel much more comfortable. If I couldn't make you feel better, then why would you come here? So when you ask me to tell you the truth about what I think, I can get into some very dark places. If you ask me as a remote viewer to speak on behalf of somebody else, whether it's Donald Trump or Elon Musk or Mitch McConnell, then to the best of my ability, I will use the technique HCRV to tell you precisely how they feel, and then they will have a debate with you. Just like Elon Musk had a debate about being a businessman who travels the world and has to deal with all kinds of people that you may have a problem with. States business, because sometimes he represents the United States, right? So that is somebody making choices that are choices that little Whimsy is never going to make, because little Whimsy is a nobody, right? Well, you're a nobody. You're never going to be sitting in the rooms that I'm sitting in making decisions like this. So I think what's upsetting about all of us is what Elon Musk gives us is the stark, gruesome reality that we are nobodies. That there are the haves and the have-nots. There are the people that get to be in the room making decisions, and there's the rest of us. And we should not fool ourselves. There are two types of humans. If you ask me how bad I think it could get, well, I think the behavior is so insane, what the Republican Party has done. I think it's so insane that the Republican Party, let me see if I can increase the sound. I was asked to do that. That they would actually allow this to happen while laughing their head off, that they would allow an insurrectionist in to represent them. That does not bode well to me for the future of the Republican Party. If you know, um, if January 6th didn't teach the Republicans anything about this nut job that is going to be the 47th president, if January 6th couldn't teach the American people, if Fox News was willing to protect this guy even to the point of putting the republic at risk, then maybe that's what, then they perhaps need to reap the consequences. You know, what I think usually doesn't matter. People don't really care what I think. It's about giving you data. And when I give you the data that tells you what somebody thinks, what you can be assured of is they always think that they're a good person. Elon Musk thinks he's a good person and he knows what's best for everybody. But for me, energetically, if you're asking me as an empath, 2 days before the election, I felt it almost had rape vibes. It was about dominance. Sorry, but it did. It had an energy of getting women to submit. There was definitely an energy in the air prior to the election that there was this male aggressive energy in the air, that they were going to dominate us, that they were going to control us, they were going to contain us, they were going to get us. And there need to be consequences. There need to be karmic consequences for what has been done here. Not with us weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth, but you have to make some serious decisions now. Do you want to leave? Are you ready to sell the house? Are you ready to move to Mexico or Canada? Or do you have an exit strategy? Do you want to leave the United States? Or are you going to wait and stick it out another year, see if they close the border so that those of us that are here can't get out? We know they're closing it so that nobody can get in, but what about us trying to get out? That's a concern, right? If you feel that your life would be in danger, if you feel that racism is so serious under this regime that you won't be protected legally, etc., then those are legitimate concerns given some of the stuff that's coming out of this lunatic's mouth. Then I think that leaving is a legitimate thing to think about. You know, leave the country for a while. It's a pain in the ass, but if your mental health, if you feel that you can't live with this nut job, then then it would certainly make sense to think about leaving, and but to recognize that you have choices. I'm going to add a little bit of the moisture stick. I wanted to go ahead and do the empath prayer and to see how we were doing. Um, yeah, don't assume just because I'm a remote viewer and I can really speak for Vladimir Putin and Musk, it doesn't really have anything to do with my personal opinion. My personal opinion is, I honestly, if you really want my honest opinion, it's probably not going to make me very popular on YouTube. I think they're all rapists. You know, I think that Musk need to dominate, and the way he talks about women, and the fact that he would, what I think that Musk did was that the Republican Party was in financial trouble, and he bailed the Republican Party out because he thought that they're going to do him a favor. I will bail you out of your financial problems and get this guy elected, and in exchange, you're going to remove regulations and give me more power. So that's basically the dirty deal. It's not that he's turned MAGA, it's that he's turned opportunity. You need money, I got money. I don't want to go with the Democrats anymore because they put up boundaries and stumbling blocks, and I want complete control. And so the Republicans are more likely to give Elon Musk complete control in exchange for money. And so he simply bought the party. He owns the party. The Trump party is Elon Musk party to some extent, and Peter Thiel's party in the sense that they basically bought and paid for it. It's now theirs. They paid for it, which means that they also get to pay for whatever agenda is important to them. And we know historically that they don't like women, that they've been accused of not treating women very well. Sexual harassment allegations, chronic cheating on wives, treating trans children like crap. So we should assume that if they're part of this administration, that they will govern it the way that they have historically, with no regard for the needs or rights of women or the trans community, because that's pretty much what they've shown themselves to be. So that's my opinion. They've also made a lot of racist statements, so there's that. So again, none of this stuff makes me popular as a reader to just tell you my opinion. These are Whimsy's personal feelings. It's also my personal feeling that even though I had a bad feeling, like rape vibes, it literally felt like somebody trying to like get it, take you and drug you, and all these images of drugging women and dragging them off, and just all that imagery. 72 hours was just this sick male masculinity was in the air 72 hours prior to November 5th. And it was something that I don't know if anyone else felt that vibe, but I very much felt it. And I didn't know how to interpret it. But I didn't think it was good. Let's do the empath's prayer, and let's see if we can find out some information. Okay. I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys to make the best decision for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those we may have strife with. And together collectively, as a community, we say, Amen. So I tried to put myself in the shoes of what it was to be a Republican, and I tried to put myself in the shoes of what it was to be a Democrat. And I found myself as a Democrat saying to the Republicans, you know damn well that that man cannot get into the White House. You know he's stark raving insane. January 6th. You know this cannot happen. This cannot happen. I hear myself as Joe Biden saying that this cannot happen. This cannot stand, right? So we want to believe the Republicans, okay, we'll be good people, we'll remove them. But that's just a fantasy in our heads. Why remove the lunatic when the lunatic has given them unbridled control and power to take their pleasures where they will? Pleasure. Of course, we're not going to get rid of the crazy lunatic. The crazy lunatic is what gave us all this unfettered power, right? So remember, I had a dream, and in the dream, I said, he's back at the rotunda screaming. And the people in North Korea were coming out. What's he doing? I said, Donald Trump is back. He's in the rotunda screaming. Let's all go take a look. So what does that tell me now that he's been reelected? It tells me that he goes back. And his behavior is so crazy. I don't know if his inauguration speech is so nuts, but it almost looked like he went completely nuts in DC, in the Capitol, in the White House, and his behavior was so crazy that they had to like haul him off. That was the dream. So then I tried to think, well, being good Republicans, being good people, they'll remove him, right? If he's barking as a dog and peeing on fire hydrants, is that the point at which maybe the Republicans might do something about their president? But what I found was no. Why would we do anything so long as the people keep voting for him and it gives us unfettered power? See, this is, you and I cannot wrap our heads around this mentality. But let me take a look at the GOP, the Republican-controlled House in the coming months, what they plan on doing about the fact that basically Trump is crazy. How are they preparing for a Trump presidency in the House? The violent wages of war. It could be that Biden decides now to strike for NATO to strike Ukraine. If it's going to happen, it should happen now. We could see war striking now. War comes. I see planes going. I see war comes now. War comes now. Knight of Swords is coming down and a Four of Wands. It's a new era of war. We could see Biden surprising people by declaring war on the East. And this is unexpected and shocked, but I see possible military action somewhere. A new partnership emerges. There's a new partnership emerging after the race. So Democrats and moderate Republicans seem to be coming together to create a new partnership in DC. What is above a thief? A thief in the White House, or a thief is there that has attempted to steal something. And the Queen of Cups is there. This feeling of dreaming, that it's all a dream. And we are coming out of a strength. And we are entering into a time of defending our land. Defending our land is in the 6th house, which would be the near future. And then the karma. It was karmic that this would happen. The opposition, hangman, lets it go. Hangman. The hopes and fears, 10 of Cups, the well-being of the nation. The final outcome, a new contract. I'm seeing Biden possibly declaring war. Sorry, I'm still getting over that cold. It's almost gone. Um, I see the swooping of war and a new contract coming in for the nation. Lovers. It's as if DC becomes unified in war against the will of the president. We could see DC becoming increasingly unified, but not necessarily unified against around Donald Trump. Just want to check Donald Trump's cards over the next couple of days, weeks, months. We'll try and see Trump up until over the next couple of months, up until inauguration. See if we can find out any information about Donald Trump. But it looks like more collaboration and more working together in DC than had been previously thought, with the Two of Wands coming in. And I'm seeing possibly us declaring war on Russia. It's still coming in like that. Okay. How is Trump doing? How is Trump doing? Okay, the Empress and the Two of Wands, some kind of collaboration, wealth and collaboration and partnership. We're entering into a time of wealth and collaboration and partnership. He's confused, increasingly confused. Three of Pentacles. It could be him taking the oath. August, things change for him very quickly. He's having more and more panic attacks, possibly at night, Donald Trump is. He feels abandoned even by people close to him, fears of poverty, that he's in a situation he doesn't totally understand. He feels trapped and has panic, even to the point of crying at night. Eight of Swords, paperwork, trapped. Wants to abandon everything. I get this often with Trump. It's like he quits. I can't stress this enough, you guys. He quits. I know it doesn't seem like it, but he quits. Like not going on the CNN debate. He quit. Not going on the 60 Minutes interview. He quit. Not showing up to certain things. He quits. He quits. He doesn't want to do it. This is somebody who's becoming increasingly tired, increasingly lazy, increasing weight problems, digestive health problems, maybe. Look at this. I mean, this is just somebody who feels tied up. I don't want to do it. I feel trapped, wants to walk away. His opposition is grieving. Nobody's happy, including his opposition, about the situation we find ourselves in. Hopes and fears, King of Wands. There's another man we fear more than him. Oh, that could be Jack Smith's card. King of Wands is the king, territorial king. Four of Wands, a new beginning starts for him. The cops are right over Donald Trump with him walking away from something again. There's something about, it's his health. I see Trump's health not being good. Sun coming out. Six of Wands. There's a lot of people that know a lot of things about him. I think that Trump could resign due to health challenges or concerns. I don't think that they will stop leaving him alone. I don't think him being in the presidency is going to stop it from happening. And I will go on to say that he's going to leave because of health challenges. On him, leaving. Look at this, tied in knots, could be legal issues, stressing at night. This guy leaves, he leaves. Yeah, I don't know if it's something that they agree to or if he decides to resign and then they make it out like he's this saintly like Joe Biden, when the truth of the matter is, hey, I just don't want to do it anymore, in exchange for getting him off the hook for certain crimes and helping him legally. That might be the way we see the end of Donald Trump, because there's something here we see where he may not be able to continue. So whether he can complete the 4 years, it doesn't look like it, not with these cards. And furthermore, even though I don't see the Republicans anxious to get rid of him, that may be inevitably what happens. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your love and support of this channel. If you're trying to get in for a reading with me, you can find the information below. Be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. God bless. Peace out. And we'll see you next time. Bye.